Hi, this is Kai and I'd like to briefly show you the IDE setup for openHAB 2 development. Now the new setup is based on the official Eclipse installer, so what you have to do is to go to the eclipse.org website, to the download section, and there you'll find a link to the new Eclipse installer, which you can then download for your specific platform. Once the download is done, you can extract the package and launch the installer. Now the very first thing to do is to switch to the advanced mode in this menu over here. And then you can select the base IDE for your development, which should usually be the IDE for Java developers. When we go next, you'll find a selection with eclipse.org and github.com. And on the GitHub entry, there is openHAB and openHAB 2 development, which you can simply double click so that this entry appears down here, and we click next. Now we're asked for root installation folder and the installation folder name and a few other things that you can just leave as it is. And the only thing we have to fill out is our GitHub user ID, because that will be used then to push your own changes to. We go next, and that's about it. When clicking finishing, we start the installation, have to accept the licenses, and this is only done once. And after some time, everything is downloaded, and we can close this dialog with the finish button. And what has happened so far is that it downloaded everything it needed for an Eclipse IDE, including all the plugins that are required for openHAB 2 development. And now it's launching this IDE. As usual, it welcomes us with a welcome screen, which we can close up here. And so far it's all empty, but we see that it's doing startup tasks. So all we have to do is to lean back and wait. We now see in the workspace being filled, and what has happened is that the installer automatically did a checkout from GitHub, imported all these projects into the workspace, prepared the target platform, that means all the bundles to compile against, and has also done all other things that are required, like the preferences for the workspace to use, for example, UTF-8 for all the files. It configured the code formatter, the cleanup options, and many more things in the background. We see that the workspace is now complete. All the projects are imported and they compile nicely. So you would be good to go to start coding here. To try out openHAB from within your workspace, you can then directly use the existing launch configuration, which is right here. Select it and run it. And we will see that the runtime starts up. Now that it has started, we can go to localhost 8080 and we see the openHAB dashboard. On the dashboard, we can check the REST API, for example, which is interactive here, get responses on that. We can access the paper UI as well as the classic UI. So everything up and running, And I think that's pretty straightforward, and you'll have a lot of fun. So all the best.